efforts to maintain in the community love and compassion. Each Friday after Salatul Jummah, the members of Masjid An Nas have presented a charitable free food drive open to the people in need who live in the neighborhood, the farmers market, as they would like to call it.
Masjid An Nas.
We are a group of inner city Muslims who live in an inner city community. We're trying to bring Islam to the people who live in the neighborhood.
Okay, the mission of Masjid An Nas is to educate the people in our community and also to serve the people in our community free. Nobody should be hungry. No one should be hungry. And that's basically what we're about. We're trying to make sure that everybody has good, wholesome food. So that's why we provide them with food. And in case they don't have the money, the food is free. The food is free. The food is free.
When I say bring it to them, we're not really asking people, please come and be Muslim. We're trying to be good examples as Muslim in the neighborhood, and also being good examples of being Muslims in the neighborhood. We're trying to be good neighbors, and then that's what is important. If we're good neighbors, someone may decide who lives here in this community to become Muslim.
Masjid An Nas is a not-for-profit Islamic organization, and it is an organization to help mankind. It's a form of dawah. It's a form of teaching people about Islam, because charity is one of the pillars of Islam. And by giving to people, this ensures us a place with our Creator in the hereafter. And also, it is our duty as Muslims to be charitable. Masjid An Nas.
Concerning the matter of charity, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, alms are for the poor and the needy, and those employed to administer the funds, for those whose hearts have been recently reconciled to the truth, for those in bondage and in debt, in the cause of Allah and for the wayfarer. Thus it is ordained by Allah, and Allah is full of knowledge and wisdom.
We're relying upon each other, and that reliance is relying upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. See, so inshallah, this what you're doing, it will put us, it may convince someone who's sitting here that we are deserving of what we're asking. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will put into their hearts and think that they're really deserving of what they're asking.
The main strength is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And all we're doing is trying to fulfill what He has already ordained. And that is to be charitable. Masjid An Nas. Well, some of our accomplishments are we have given away over 300 articles of clothing to the West African community. We have an Islamic weekend school to help the children learn about Islam and the culture. We have also had an after-school tutoring program. We had a Islamic summer school for the children. And the biggest thing is the food program, which hopefully, inshallah, if we're able to buy our building, we're going to move the food pantry inside so that people can come by in the wintertime and get food. Also, on July the 7th, our intent is to feed 300 families. Not 300 people, but 300 families. 300 families. Not 300 people, but 300 families.
In America, no one should be hungry. No one should be hungry. No one should be hungry, and there should not be a one homeless person in America. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there are so many empty houses in just this neighborhood, as I can, even though I don't travel across America, but I can envision that there are as many houses empty in a neighborhood like the one in which we are in other cities of the country. What we need is a program that would allow the people who are homeless to go into these houses to do repairs on these houses and live in these houses free. Because the houses are just sitting there. Those people will become good neighbors. It is the same thing about the food. We throw away as a country, as a city, as a place, as much food as we throw away. The food program that we have is only a small instance of feeding people just in the city of Columbus.
In the community in which we live, and also the community in which Masjid An Nas is in. We have also done a street cleaning program, Keep Columbus Beautiful, and with that program they rewarded us with a street sign.
But those most devoted to Allah shall be removed far from it, hell. Those who spend their wealth for increase in self-purification, and have in their minds no favor from anyone for which a reward is expected in return, but only the desire to seek for the countenance of their Lord Most High.
Well, what they need to do every Friday at 3 o'clock after our religious services, we're standing out in front of 1312 East Long Street giving out food. At that particular time, they'll be able to recognize the Muslims because the Muslims are in Islamic attire, and they can ask anyone. Our masjid is right across the street from where we pass out food, and we would be willing to talk to anyone about Islam to give them a greater understanding of what Islam is about.
Of the goods, take alms so that thou mightest purify and sanctify them.
Inshallah, from 5 years from now, our intent is to open up a school. We tried to raise money for a school a few years back, but the community at large was not really in favor of it. The community in Columbus is more interested in building masjids instead of schools for the children. And we really need a school for the children. And we really need a school for the children. School for the children. School for the children. Because even though we have elementary and middle schools that are owned by Muslims, we do not have a high school. And from grades 9 through 12, high schools are needed. And it is our obligated duty to educate our children, but not only in secular education, but in Islamic education. That is foremost. So in 5 years from now, hopefully we will have our own school, inshallah.
And the reason why we do what we are doing as a community of Muslims, what we're doing is letting people know that Muslims care about their neighbors. We're neighborly. We are not mean-spirited. We are very kind and loving.
O ye who believe, spend out of the bounties we have provided for you, before the day comes when no bargaining will avail, nor friendship, nor intercession. Those who reject faith, they are the wrongdoers.
Masjid An Nas, Masjid An Nas. Come by the masjid, talk with someone, and hopefully, inshallah, we'll have the answers. If we do not, we have the literature to look the question up and give them an honest answer. That is from the Quran or the Sunnah of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is from the Quran or the Sunnah of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
If you wish to contact and support the cause of Masjid An Nas, please contact Imam Talib Abdul Sabur at 614-307-9221 or Sister Naima at 614-397-7129. Masjid An Nas is located at 1331 and a half East Long Street, Columbus, Ohio 43200. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This presentation was brought to you by Soul Journey of Life. We can be visited at www.souljourneyoflife.com.